Alright, you'll be getting a voiceover for this one as I was not talking very clearly in the actual recording. So I'm playing Fire. I like to play Fire in Algethar over other dungeons because you get this haste buff, and otherwise I have very low haste. So I've also just been playing a fuck ton of Algethar, so you're going to see Algethar every video pretty much because it's the only dungeon that people are pretty good at. This was earlier in the weekend, so I am going to be making more mistakes than I will in my Arcane videos, which will come out tomorrow and the next day. I am playing Ice Flows, just kind of, very useful. You can see I let my Field of Burn drop there, even during Combust, actually. That's going to be like not letting it drop during Combust, but like sustaining it when I could have, but didn't because I was out of Combust. That's going to be a problem for me a little bit in this recording. So here, I should have used it there, but you can see I waited until after my I waited until after like the SKB started to do it. This would have been a good scenario to have Double Lust. Instead, I'm playing Time Anomaly. Double Lust is certainly pretty good. I would be doing like, 400, 500k DPS right here. But Time Anomaly is really nice for the Fire Blast procs and everything. And also, most of the time when you're doing beta keys, people lust on bosses and only on bosses, which is not great for your overall. I think it would be pretty high priority on the last mob that's going to die before this guy spawns to refresh your SKB, because you can see mine's going to fall off here, but if I'd refreshed it, it probably would have stayed. Or, if this guy hadn't taken 12 seconds to pull, that too. The other thing here is I'm using Fire Glass too aggressively when I don't have Lust. And then, so now I'm just kind of entering Combust with not that many fireballs. And I also just Fire Blasted when I had a SKB stack, so. Anyway. I've since moved my retail UI over to beta for the most part. So there I could have sustained my Field of Burn, and I didn't, because I'm too used to only doing it in Combust. And then I also don't have DBM timers here. And also you should stand in that green circle on the ground, because that removes your bleed. So I'm just causing my healer stress by not staying that. But you live and you learn. And right here is going to be, this is that's the part I like about Time Anomaly. And here I should rune, but I end up not, because I'm freaking the fuck out about everything that's happening. So, because I'm dying. And everything, there's just a bunch of mobs spawning. It's crazy. I've gotten a lot more practice now. And then luckily, that just spawns after I ruined, or like a Time Anomaly proc after I ruined, which is pretty crazy. So, this is looking like the meta route. Pulling the first pack first and then 3-point everything and just completely ignoring that second group of skitterflies, and then you just go on this way. This is a part where Firestorm's really nice because it lets me farm back a lot of combusting cooldown reduction. And there, yeah. I mean, I think you could see what happened. He used like one too many extra SKB stacks, and then because of that, my field of burn dropped because of the sequencing that happened. So I feel like fire is harder to play on. Oh yeah, and then I walk into this tornado. If I left the actual video sounds on, you would have heard the shock in my voice. I did not know that tornado was there, obviously, because then I probably wouldn't have walked into it, huh? A little bit off topic, but this is like, you really don't want your big burst here for Arcane because there's nothing to cleave off of, so it's kind of a problem. Also, this guy didn't hit the seagulls, and I just I die. But to be fair, I still had mirror image up, and I probably just shouldn't have hit it because there wasn't really a reason to hit it since I had no SKB stacks and my combust was going to be up anyway. So, but now we get to ride our nice black project. Anyway, I don't know if I already mentioned this, but I'll have an Arcane video out tomorrow, which is going to be like about 86k overall. If you want to compare that to these two, you can, because realistically they're all about the same polls, and these are all pugs, so I feel like the polls are pretty indicative of what they will be when it's live. If you see people doing like 150k overalls, it's generally because people are pulling like crazy. Actually, I say that, but a DH did do like 120k overall in that Arcane key. So yeah. And I definitely should have shifting powered here before entering combust again. Yeah. So you see me frantically waving my mouse, that's me talking about how I wish I had Flame Strike so I could extend this SKB. But there's nothing you can really give up except maybe Fevered Incantation for Flame Strike. And its main purpose would be, or you could give up Cauterize, but that's also at the expense of a second Firemind stack. But it would be really nice for situations like these to guarantee, an SKB combust. I don't have anything showing me his HP, but luckily at this time not only proc, so. Except now I have no Fire Blast, which was a mistake. I think I double Fire Blasted there, actually. And then I use my badge incredibly late, so. Please tell me I have shifting power. Thank God. So that extends the field of burn. And I didn't extend it there, even though I could have. Something to get used to. And then I get a time anomaly proc, which is really nice. I'm gonna rune, even though my combust is close, just because we're in this damage amp. So. And I played that pretty well around the deafening scream. And then I alter back onto that guy for whatever reason. And I shifting powered when my rune was up or off cooldown. So you should really be trying to shifting power on cooldown in single, or just you should be trying to shifting power on cooldown if combust is on cooldown basically. But I think I only did 2 keys for fire. The first one where I was like, holy shit, I really need my weak auras, and then this one, and then I was like, alright, time to move on to Arcane. I will say, watching this after having played about like 5 hours of Arcane or something, watching the no ramp up time feels nice. Wish that was my reality, but. So here, the Spellbound Scepter has a really important cast, which you can see no one's interrupting right now. So that's what just killed the healer and chunked everyone. It's called Mystic Blast. And then that's the Acid Rain, which is, or not, maybe not Acid Rain, Mystic Rain, which if you didn't see, you can go back and look. It's kind of impossible to see under your Rune of Power. So good job with that, Blizzard. Good job with that. And these people just heal through this entire thing. It's kind of ridiculous. I believe here I go all the way around, but you can go that way, like across the bridge. Invis lasts long enough, basically. And I don't think, actually maybe the big mana worm has eyesight, because it's one of those that you need to pass by to get all the way across. But at least the mana people do not have true sight, so you can just invis through them. I'm really not sure what the best trinket is to run as fire. I'm just running badge here. I don't know. I think, I saw Hopeful running the horn, which is like a 30-second int buff. That seems decent, but it seems like best with temporal warp, because it's only like 200 more int. Than badge, or not even that. Maybe only like 100 more int than badge. So you can see I'm learning. I extended my field of burn outside of combust there. This is a situation that previously you'd be pretty sad about, but now in... Yeah, so I just hard cast the Power Boss because I don't have a weak aura that was not empowered. Probably should greater invis that, to be honest. Definitely not gonna greater invis that, you know, last couple seconds of my combust. Gotta get worth out of him.
Please excuse the mess. It has been quite some time since students have been here. I'm just putting together my lesson plan.
Probably should have just held the combust, I guess. Oh. Gotta get hit by that. That's good. Probably should have ruined here because I'm not playing to combust, and the only reason to save my rune would be if I were playing to combust. So we'll just use it right now, which is bad. Yep.
Here we are. Long ago, members of the Blue Dragon
We will lust here.
accidentally overloaded an arcane elemental and created a powerful construct named Veximus that quickly started to wreak havoc. The Blue Dragons battled Veximus fiercely, attempting to prevent it from absorbing stray arcane orbs that could allow it to grow.
Okay. That's why you have a macro without Fire Blast in it for combust.
The element Veximus began manifesting powerful arcane bombs in order to drive back the dragons.
Oh, it's awkward.
The dragons neared victory. Veximus
I was staring at my... Oh, lord.
arcane power against the vat is not what
This guy deserves a medal for carrying us as his healer. Okay, okay. Alright. Get it. That was definitely my fault, so... Holy, what the fuck is happening? There's so much shit on the floor. Holy shit. That was insane. That was actually ridiculous. Okay, I'm in. Ooh, lord. Oh, this is nice. Get a little bit of a long combust.
It was ultimately destroyed.
That was not that much single turret damage. That was pretty low single turret damage, actually. So. Oh, but. Oh, my god. I almost walked right into that. This guy released? The hell? Is he expecting this person to pull both? What am I hitting? Jesus. I didn't refresh that. One of the things I'm going to do before Dragonflight launches is get a Plater profile and use Plater. Also, it'd be helpful if I didn't have all these buffs right here. Probably. Nice they removed the interrupt from this, I guess. So I just haven't seen them cast it. Like, holy shit.
Who are you? You are not registered here. This room is only for... These are sacred halls of learning. Only those registered may access them.
Probably should download DBM because there is a version available or beta. Okay, well, I mean, I was gonna combust there, but I'll just, yeah. Ooh, Jesus Christ. I did not mean to double Fire Blast, but that's alright. Gonna guesstimate, yeah. Nah, this isn't gonna finish you. I'm just doing it every time in case, yeah. I couldn't double Pyroblast. Sad. I think I still get this Pyroclasm up. Yeah. I'll save this for a second. Okay. That definitely could have been played a little bit better, for sure. But pretty kinda, you know, decent representation of what Fire is looking like in Mythic Plus right now. I realize I think people are just gonna see that's only like 74k overall and be like, oh my god, where's the 200k plus overall or whatever, but I feel like the tank pulled very realistically this dungeon, minus the giant 3-pull at the start. So yeah, and as you can see, you know, it was decent compared to the other DPS. I don't really know what their experience is though, so but as you know, definitely made some mistakes. The double Fire Blast thing was happening, and then I didn't shifting power as much as I should have on the first boss, and I probably let a couple Pyroclasms go fall off or overcap them, so, or more than a couple. But yeah, I think that gives you a good idea of how to play it in AoE and Mythic Plus. If you have any questions, you can leave them down below.